I'm going to play for you now probably one of the most remarkable clips in months that we've had. Senator Ron Johnson, a Republican, loves going on Fox News and being interviewed by Maria Bartiromo, where she asks questions that are easy and he answers them with lies and nobody questions him. Well, he went on CNN the other night and was interviewed by Kaitlan Collins. Now, Kaitlan Collins, I am not presenting her as God's gift to journalism, but she does a really good job here when he says, oh, fake slates of electors like Trump did. Everybody does that. And she goes, really, where? And he's like, well, I can't name any of the states. She goes, well, what evidence do you have that anything like this has ever happened? And he says, well, check the books. And she says, what books? And he doesn't have any books to cite. This is truly remarkable stuff. And what I want you to pay really close attention to is how simple the questioning is. She's not doing anything extraordinary other than saying, oh, give me the evidence for the claims that you're making. My favorite moment is the what books moment. Take a look at this. Settle in for this one. It's a good one.
Do you think that he should resign from that given the role he played in the fake elector scheme?
No, again, there was an active court case. There are all kinds of irregularities in Wisconsin in the 2020 election. In order to make sure that the case just wasn't determined to be moot, they had to have an alternate slate of electors, just like Democrats have done repeatedly in all kinds of different states. There was nothing untoward about what they did. There was nothing illegal about what they did. They were just an alternate slate of electors.
They were going to court. They had $2.4 million on the line in damages if they lost this case at trial. That's why
I know they've been harassed.
But to say, you're saying that they did
realize
nothing
Democrats
wrong?
have used the civil courts to harass these poor individuals. It's unfortunate. It's a travesty. But that's what Democrats do. They view politics as a blood sport. It was unfortunate. These folks did nothing different than what many Democrats have done in many states.
They certainly did, Senator. I mean, there were multiple slates of fake electors, including in your home state. They're acknowledging that they were playing a role in trying to improperly overturn the election. That's what they said.
They got themselves out of a nuisance lawsuit. They agreed to settle a nuisance lawsuit that never should have been brought.
So you think it's fine that someone...
It was a travesty of justice.
You think it's fine that someone who tried to overturn a legitimate election is still on a board that
Democrat electors
helps
have done that
certifies.
Repeatedly. Democrats have done the same thing.
In Wisconsin,
never tried to
there's been
criminalize it.
fake slates of electors?
No, it's happened in different states. I didn't come prepared to give you the exact states, but it's happened repeatedly.
He's not able to tell us a single other place where it happened, but Democrats are doing this stuff all the time. Now here comes the book line, which I love.
It has happened repeatedly. Just go check the books.
Which books?
I mean, there have been alternate slates of electors by
oh, God. Check the books, right? I mean, just check them. Check the books. It's all over the books. Can you name a single book? I don't know. I don't even really read books, to be honest, Kaitlan.
Democrat electors in our history. Again, this wasn't what this interview was going to be about. I'll come and I'll provide you the information, but I'm absolutely certain about that.
I look forward to your office sending that information. We'll publish it if it's accurate.
That.
Yeah. Please have your office send us the list of books where it talks about Democrats using fake slates of electors all the time to try to steal elections that they didn't win. Give us that. This is a guy who is used to Maria Bartiromo, and nothing is questioned with Maria Bartiromo when you are Ron Johnson. And all of a sudden, simple questions like which states, when, what books are considered attacks. It's considered CNN's Kaitlan Collins being some kind of biased or unfair reporter when all she's doing is doing her job. Who, what, where, why, when. You're talking about X. Give us the evidence for X. Now, if there's a criticism here of Kaitlan Collins, she could have been clearer in her pushback. She left the door open to believing that maybe Ron Johnson has such evidence that he could provide. The reality is, if it were me doing it, I would have said, so you made these claims and you actually have no evidence to back them up. Just to be clear, you can't cite any of the evidence. You're saying you'll send it to me later. I've never seen such evidence. You're unable to cite evidence. That's what you're saying. I would have tried to be more clear about that. But this is how these folks need to be talked to. Now, Johnson is right in one sense. We did see fake elector schemes beyond just Wisconsin, but they were MAGA fake electors plotting to steal elections that Joe Biden won in order to get the electoral votes to count for Donald Trump. It wasn't just Wisconsin, he's right, but it was not Democrats. It doesn't happen all the time, and I've not been able to find any books in which you're going to find evidence of that. I've had such trouble finding a great razor where I am not cutting myself or getting those nicks on my skin, which are so common with the cheap disposable razors. You have to meet our sponsor, Henson Shaving. Henson actually manufactures parts for the International Space Station and the Mars rover, and they are bringing that exact same precision engineering to the shaving experience. It hurts when you shave because blades extend too far and thus they wobble slightly. But with their aerospace grade CNC machines, Henson is able to make metal razors that extend just 0.0013 inches. That's less than the thickness of a human hair, which means a secure, stable blade with a vibration-free shave. It also has built-in channels to evacuate the hair and the cream. No more clogs, no more rubbing your thumb on the razor to get the hair out. I use Henson at home. Shaving is a great experience now. Henson wants to be the best razor, not the best razor business, which means you only need to buy it once and it's awesome. Go to hensonshaving.com/Pacman, add a razor and a 100-pack of blades to your cart, then enter the code Pacman to get the 100 blades for free. That is a 3-year supply. The link is down below.